And hello once again, and welcome to another live stream here on my page. My name is John, here on YouTube, Sports Bonanza John, with you as well on Twitch tonight at Sport Guru John. I do also have some content on Kick as well, at Sports Kick John, not on there tonight, but I do have some content on there. Get set for a Wednesday night MLB matchup, the Pirates and the Cardinals. Pirates are out of contention in the National League. The Cardinals' playoff chances very slim at this point, as the teams have split the first two games of this series. Again, my name is John, Sports Bonanza John on YouTube. If you like the content on here, appreciate a like and subscribe. It would help out a lot and go a long way, and appreciate it. Before I do anything on this stream, always do start off with a prayer. Let's do that right now. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for watching over us. Please look over us all tonight and keep everyone safe, Lord. And also, please look over all the victims that suffered losses in that tragic event in Minneapolis today. Lord, look over everyone involved there, and please keep safety up there as well, Lord. And please look over all the victims and their families, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Pirates and Cardinals in the third of four. Tonight, teams have split the first two of this series. Cardinals winning on Monday night. Pittsburgh returning the favor last night. It will be Carmen Ladzinski on the mound tonight for the Pirates. Sonny Gray takes the hill for the Cardinals in this third of a four-game series between these two teams. Pirates lineup will look this way tonight against the Cardinals. Triolo at shortstop will lead off. Horwitz at first base bats second. Reynolds in right field will bat third. Tommy Pham in left field is the cleanup hitter tonight. Gonzalez at second base will bat fifth. Andrew McCutchen DHing tonight. He'll bat sixth. Cruz in center field will bat seventh. Davis catching tonight for the Pirates. He bats eighth. And Kiner Falefa at third base rounds out the batting order tonight for Pittsburgh, as they will go up against Sonny Gray, getting the start tonight for the Cardinals on the mound. Gray in his 27th start of the season, 12-6 record, 4.33 ERA. He's given up 25 walks and struck out 161 in 145 in the third innings. He is the team leader in wins, ERA, and strikeouts. As this is the Cardinals pitching staff that has an ERA of almost 4.5, so a little bit high on the ERA this year. Sonny Gray, the only starter in double digits with wins. Next closest is at 6. As we get ready for the Pirates and Cardinals tonight, and mentioned the third of 4 in this series. They'll play the finale of this series tomorrow, as we are just about set to get things underway on a Wednesday night, as Triolo will lead it off tonight for the Pirates. Pirates shortstop. Jared Triolo on the season hitting .222. He's got 5 home runs. He's drove in 18 on the season, as Gray completes his warm-up tosses. And we are about to get underway in the Gateway City on a Wednesday night. As the Cardinals, as I mentioned, still in the National League wildcard hunt, but 6.5 games out behind that third wildcard spot. So their playoff chances at this point are very, very slim with 29 games to go. As here Triolo steps in the batter's box as we are set to get underway on this Wednesday evening. In St. Louis, a 78-degree night, early evening in St. Louis tonight. Run down the umpiring crew tonight real quick. Jordan Baker calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. Dan Merzel, umpire at first base. Derek Thomas over at second base. And Stu Sherwater making the calls over at third base tonight. As everyone looks like they are just about set to go. Pirates come in last in the National League Central. Cardinals come in fourth place in the National League Central. As Triolo steps in, and we are set to begin on a Wednesday night in St. Louis. And the first pitch as we're underway, strike one to Jared Triolo. A lot of games in Major League Baseball today have gone final. We'll run down the scoreboard for you a little bit later on. As Triolo grounds this one to third. Play made over there at third base by Gorman, and he throws to first, and that's how we begin this game this evening. First out. And it will bring up Spencer Horwitz, a .261 hitter, 7 home runs. He's drove in 38 on the year. And Gray's delivery to Horwitz is inside, ball one. One-0 pitch on the way. That's at the knees for strike one. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike on Horwitz. One pitch. Back up the middle, but fielded right there by the shortstop. Win as he goes over to first for out number 2. That looked like it might have deflected off of Gray. And 2 outs here in the Pirates' first inning. And here's the Pirates right fielder, Brian Reynolds. Hitting .247, 14 home runs. He's drove in 66. Team's leader in batting average, RBIs, and hits on the season. As this is a Pirates team that, as a team, they're only hitting at .235 on the season. Reynolds fouls it away for strike one. Comes the strike one pitch from Gray to Reynolds. On the ground to second. And that is just a 7-pitch top of the first inning for Sonny Gray as Pittsburgh retired very quickly. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, Pirates nothing, Cardinals coming up. As the Cardinals will send out this batting order tonight. Nootbaar in right field will lead off. Herrera DHing tonight. He will bat second. Alec Burleson in left field will bat third. Contreras at first base, the cleanup hitter. Gorman at third base will bat fifth. Wynn, the shortstop, bats sixth. Sajaci at second base will bat seventh. Pajes behind the plate tonight. He'll bat eighth. And Church in center field will round out the Cardinals' batting order. As they will take on the starting pitcher tonight for the Pirates, Carmen Mlodzinski. 27th appearance of the year, 11th start of the season, 3-7 record, an ERA of 3.89. He's walked 20 and struck out 70 in 81 innings. This is a Pirates pitching staff that has a team ERA of just under 4. So the ERA is not too bad, but they haven't had a good bit of success hitting this year. As we are about to get underway in the bottom of the first inning. And Nootbaar will lead it off here at the bottom of the first for the Cardinals. Lars Nootbaar on the season hitting .234. He's got 13 home runs. He's drove in 44 on the season. First pitch, bottom of the first inning. Ledzinski to Nootbaar. Ball one. One-0 pitch on the way to Nootbaar. That's lined and caught by the shortstop Triolo for the first out at the bottom of the first. That was a rocket off the bat of Nootbaar, but Triolo there to stretch and make the catch for the first out. We'll bring up the Cardinals DH, Ivan Herrera, hitting .281 on the season, 10 home runs for Herrera. He's drove in 47. Pitch to Herrera is a little low for ball one. That was close. That pitch misses as well to Herrera, 2-0. So it looks like it's going to be a very tight strike zone tonight from our home plate umpire, Jordan Baker. Here's a 2-0 offering. That's outside, and now it's 3-0, the count to Herrera. .3-0 pitch. That hits the inside corner for strike one. Ledzinski delivers the 3-1 pitch to Herrera. Downstairs, and Herrera will draw a one-out walk here in the bottom of the first. He'll bring up Alec Burleson. On the season, hitting .291, 16 home runs. He's drove in 60. Burleson, the leader on the Cardinals in batting average and hits on the season. And the pitch to Burleson. At the knees, strike one. Comes the strike one pitch to Burleson. On the ground to second. That should be two. Over to second. One on to first for the double play. 4-6-3 double play to end the bottom of the first. Very quick inning in the books in St. Louis. Pirates, Cardinals, no score. Pirates will send Tommy Pham up to lead off the top of the second inning, as both pitchers throw less than 10 pitches in the first inning. Have a minute. Let's run down the baseball scoreboard for you right now. Games in progress in Baltimore. Red Sox and Orioles in a 1-1 tie. That's in the top of the sixth. Top of the third in Toronto. Twins lead the Blue Jays 3-1. Top of the fourth in New York at Citi Field. Mets 3, Phillies nothing. Mets look for the sweep in that series over the Phillies. End of one in Milwaukee. Diamondbacks and Brewers no score. Top of the second in Chicago, Royals and White Sox, no score. And finals from earlier, Yankees complete the sweep of the Nationals 11-2. That was pretty much a thumping in that three-game series by the Yankees over the Nationals. Braves beat the Marlins handily 12-1. Braves win that series. In 10, Cleveland beats Tampa Bay today 4-3. Cleveland takes 2 of 3. Mariners over the Padres 4-3 to win that series. And coming up here in just about 10 minutes in Arlington, Angels and Rangers. And also about to get underway in Houston, the Astros hosting the Rockies. Coming up in about 45 minutes out of Dodger Stadium. Dodgers look to sweep the Reds. And a couple hours away from first pitch in San Francisco between the Giants and Cubs. And coming up in a couple hours, the A's host the Tigers. A's actually look for the sweep there over the Tigers. And here it is 0-0 after 1 between the Pirates and the Cardinals, and Tommy Pham will be the leadoff hitter for the Pirates here in the second. Pham hitting at .265 with 7 home runs. He's drove in 38 and takes the first pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way is a little high. A ball and a strike now, the count on Tommy Pham. Gray delivers the 1-1. Pham pops it up just off the infield, and second baseman Sajasi calls and has it for out number 1 in the top of the second. That will bring up the Pirates second baseman Nick Gonzalez. Hitting at .279, 5 home runs on the season. He's drove in 20. And the pitch is inside on the corner for strike 1. Strike 1 pitch. A little high, 1-1. One pitch. In the air to right, into foul territory. A diving catch and a sliding catch by Contreras in foul territory for the second out. And it will bring up the Pirates DH, Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen hitting .241, 12 home runs. He's drove in 49. The pitch is a little outside for ball 1 to Andrew McCutchen. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. McCutchen sends it in the air to center pretty well, just shy of the warning track, however, in center field. Church is there. And the second straight 1-2-3 inning for Sonny Gray. We head to the bottom of the second in St. Louis. Pirates, Cardinals, 0-0. Be the middle of the Cardinals order to come up in the bottom of the second inning. Contreras, Gorman, and Wynn. In the bottom half of inning number 2. Update on my channel here. Live stream will be coming back with you on a live stream tomorrow for a college football matchup. Boise State and South Florida will be the live matchup on the live stream tomorrow. Boise State in the preseason top 25 as college football gets fully underway this weekend. We had a limited schedule last week in week 0 to kick off the season, but a full schedule coming up tomorrow and over the weekend. And we'll also be with you for a live stream on Saturday for a couple of college football games. Texas, Ohio State at noon. And then we'll be bringing you an FCS matchup later on in the evening. Not sure exactly which one that's going to be yet. I'll know by the live stream tomorrow night. I got a pretty good idea which one it's going to be, but I'm going to hold off to make the official announcement until tomorrow on my live stream of the Boise State South Florida game. And back to baseball here. It's 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Wilson Contreras, the first baseman for the Cardinals, leads off, hitting .259 on the year, 19 home runs. He's drove in 73. Cardinals leader in both the home run and RBI category. First pitch to him is foul for strike one. Strike one pitch, swing and a miss, and Contreras is behind 0-2. Comes the two-strike pitch to Wilson Contreras. A bouncer to short, and the throw over to first in plenty of time to retire Contreras for out number one. It's going to bring up Nolan Gorman. Gorman hitting .228, 13 home runs. He's drove in 42. And the pitch on the way to Gorman, right down the middle, strike one. Strike one pitch, a little high, ball and a strike now the count to Nolan Gorman. Comes the 1-1 offering. Wing and a miss. Now 1-2 the count on Gorman. The 1-2 pitch from Ledzinski to Gorman. Swing and a miss. Gorman goes down on strikes, and that's the second out here in the bottom of the second. And it will bring up the number 6 hitter for the Cardinals. The shortstop, Mason Wynn. Wynn on the season hitting .256, 9 home runs. He's drove in 47. And the delivery to Wynn. Right at the knees for strike one. A 1 pitch. Outside, a ball and a strike now on Mason Wynn. Comes the 1-1 offering to Wynn. In the air, foul, and now Wynn's trailing in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Ledzinski delivers the 1-2 pitch to Mason Wynn. That's lined into left center field for a base hit, and that's the first hit of the night, a 2-out single for Mason Wynn. And that will bring up the Cardinals' second baseman, Sajasi. Thomas Sajasi on the season hitting .250. He's got a home run, and he's drove in 15. So runner at first with 2 outs for the Cardinals. And the pitch to Sajasi is low for ball 1. Small lead from first base for Wynn, and the 1-0 pitch to Sajasi's outside, and that will make the count 2-0. 2-0 pitch downstairs, and that will make it 3-0 now on Sajasi. The 3-0. Sajasi taking all the way and draws a 4-pitch walk, so the Cardinals now have 2 on with 2 out in the bottom of the second. For the number 8 hitter, the Cardinal catcher, Pedro Pages. Pages hitting at .220, 9 home runs. He's drove in 40. Pirates catcher Henry Davis going out to have a word with his pitcher, as he's given up a single and a walk here with 2 outs. And the pitch to Pages. Inside, ball 1. Lazinski's 1-0 pitch on the way to Pages. That's lined into right. That's going to drop for a base hit. Wynn rounding third, and he will score. And now they have Sajasi trapped between second and third. The tag applied. The run will count, as Wynn crossed the plate before Sajasi was tagged out. So the Cardinals get a run on 2 hits. We've played 2 in St. Louis. Cardinals lead it 1-0. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Pirates: Cruz, Davis, and Kiner Falefa in the top of the 3rd inning. Well, I was talking about some college football earlier. Get you updated on some news around the NFL. Chiefs, Rashee Rice. He's going to be out the first 6 games of the season for the Chiefs. Rashee Rice had some big moments last year for the Chiefs, but he's going to have to sit the first third of the season. As the NFL season just a little bit over a week away, we kick it off next Thursday night in Philadelphia with the Eagles and the Cowboys. Opening Thursday night, hope to be with you for a live stream for that game. Eagles will be raising their Super Bowl banner with their Super Bowl win last year for the Eagles, and they open up, mentioned next Thursday night, with their NFC East rival, Dallas Cowboys. Again, hope to be with you for a live stream on that one. But back to baseball here tonight. The Cardinals lead 1-0 as we head to the 3rd inning, and it'll be O'Neal Cruz leading off the top of the 3rd for the Pirates. Cruz coming in hitting .205, 18 home runs. He's drove in 52. Is the Pirates leader in home runs this year, as Pittsburgh so far has gone up 6 up and 6 down against Sonny Gray. A couple baseball updates for you. Blue Jays have come back to tie the Twins at 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. And the Brewers have broke for a run against Arizona. So here we go. Top half of inning number 3. O'Neal Cruz leads it off, as the Cardinals broke for a run in the bottom of the 2nd. They lead this game 1-0. Pitch to O'Neal Cruz is on the ground to 3rd. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the Pirates' 3rd inning. And they'll bring up the Pirates catcher, Henry Davis. Davis on the season hitting .178, 6 home runs. He's drove in 18. As Sonny Gray only at 16 pitches, with 1 out here in the 3rd inning, and the delivery to Davis is a little low, ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way from Gray to Davis. That's in the air to right, curving foul and out of play. Counts now even, a ball and a strike. Sonny Gray on the mound tonight for the Cardinals, looking for win number 13 on the season. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Davis, and it's now a ball and 2 strikes. Davis back set and awaits the 1-2 pitch from Sonny Gray. Check swing and a swing according to the first base umpire. So Davis goes down on strikes for out number 2. And the batter will be Kiner Falefa, hitting .267 on the season. He's got a home run on the year. He's drove in 35. And the pitch on the way to Kiner Falefa. Right at the knees, strike 1. Strike 1 pitch on the way to Kiner Falefa. Right there for strike 2. And Gray ahead of Kiner Falefa, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ripped and through past the third baseman and into left field, and the Pirates have their first base runner of the night, a 2-out single for Kiner Falefa here in the third. And we're back to the top of the order in Triolo. As Triolo will come up with a runner at first and 2 outs here in the Pirates' third, down a run. Lead at first from Kiner Falefa, and the pitch from Gray. Ball 1. Kiner Falefa over at first base does have 15 stolen bases this year. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Gray. Downstairs, now 2-0 on Jared Triolo. Cardinals did their damage in the second with a run the bottom of the second. Damage came all with 2 outs. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Gray. That's low and outside, and now he's behind Triolo, 3-0. See if Kiner Falefa will try to get a head start from first base here. As Gray delivers the 3-0, doesn't matter. It's low for ball 4. So a single and a walk with 2 outs as the Pirates threaten a third inning rally here, and it will bring up Horwitz. So a 2-out threat for the Pirates here in the third inning. And the pitch on the way from Gray to Horwitz is ripped foul, right field side, strike 1. Horwitz, a ground out victim his first time up. Here comes the strike 1 pitch. Bounce to second base, and the play over to first in time to retire Horwitz and retire the Pirates. In the top of the third inning, they get a single and a walk with 2 outs, but strand the 2 runners as we head to the bottom of the third in St. Louis. It is still the Cardinals leading the Pirates 1-0. And here in the bottom of the third, It will be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for the Cardinals, Church, and then the top of the order, Nootbaar and Herrera. Coming up against Lubzinski. Starting pitcher for the Pirates tonight. Couple of score updates for you. It meant the Brewers scored a run against the Diamondbacks, I mentioned earlier. That's still 1-0. Angels have broke for a run in the first against the Rangers. Angels lead that game 1-0, just underway in Houston between the Rockies and the Astros. As the American League wildcard race starting to shape up, as well as the AL East tightening up a little bit. Blue Jays enter the night 4 games up on the Red Sox, 4.5 games up on the Yankees. Red Sox currently tied with the Orioles 1-1. That game's in the bottom of the 7th in Baltimore. Red Sox and Yankees, of course, have the top 2 wildcard spots. Mariners in the 3rd spot in the wildcard standings. Kansas City right behind Seattle. Kansas City in action against the White Sox tonight. That game's scoreless in the 3rd. And back to this one, it's 1-0 Cardinals as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. It's going to be Church. Nathan Church leading it off for the Cardinals. Playing just his 7th game this year. He's hitting 143. He's got a home run on the year, and he's drove in 5. As we are underway, the first pitch, bottom of the 3rd, is on the outside corner for strike 1. Here comes the strike 1 pitch from Lubzinski to Church. Swing and a miss, and Church is in an 0-2 hole. Pitch on the way to Church. He got him. Chased a low one, and Church strikes out. Strikeout number 2 for Lubzinski. And we're back to the top of the order in Nootbaar. And the pitch is a strike. Nootbaar awaits the 0-1 pitch from Lubzinski. Outside, that'll even the count, a ball and a strike. One pitch downstairs, and now it's 2-1. The count to Nootbaar. 2-1 pitch, nowhere near, as that misses high and outside. 3-1 now. Here comes the 3-1 on the way to Nootbaar. Outside, ball 4. That's a 3rd walk allowed by Lubzinski, and Nootbaar is aboard at first base, and it'll bring up Herrera, who is one of those 3 that has walked, as he walked back in the 1st inning. And the pitch to Herrera, right down the middle, strike 1. Here comes the strike 1 pitch. Lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit for Herrera. Nootbaar rounding second, heading to third, and the Cardinals have runners at the corners with one out in the bottom of the third. And it will bring up Alec Burleson with an RBI chance with one out. Third hit in the game for the Cardinals. Now Burleson up with a chance to add to the Cardinals' lead. Burleson hits it foul, out of play, strike one. Nootbaar at third, and Herrera the runner at first. And the 0-1 pitch on the way to Burleson. Inside, almost got him. Counts even now, a ball and a strike. One pitch, swing and a miss. And Burleson's now behind 1-2. Ledzinski delivers the 1-2 pitch to Burleson. Hit foul, just got a piece of that. One-two pitch swing and a miss for strike three. That's a big strikeout for Ledzinski, his third. And there are two outs. And it'll be up to Wilson Contreras to drive in a run as he steps up with two outs. And the pitch to Contreras is inside, ball one. One-oh pitch. At the knees, strike one. One pitch. To Contreras, says outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. At the knees for strike two. That'll even the count 2-2. Two pitch. Swing and a miss. Ledzinski back-to-back strikeouts to get out of the third inning jam. Cardinals strand two. We head to the fourth. Still Cardinals 1, Pirates nothing. As the Cardinals and Pirates beating for the third in a four-game series. This is the final matchup between these two teams this year. This game tonight and the game tomorrow. Pirates currently have a 6-5 edge in the season series over the Cardinals. As the Pirates, they can win one of these last two games, would win the season series against the Cardinals. A couple baseball updates for you. Mets have added to their lead over the Phillies. That's now 4-0. Mets look for the sweep in that series. over the Phillies. Twins have retaken the lead in Toronto over the Blue Jays 5-3. Orioles have taken the lead over the Red Sox 2-1. If the Red Sox lose that game, the Yankees will overtake them for the number 1 wild card spot. And they have just gotten underway in Houston between the Rockies and the Astros. Astros' lead in the AL West is just 1 game over the Mariners, as the Mariners took 2 of 3 from the Padres. Mariners have a series coming up in Cleveland. Cleveland looking to catch the Seattle Mariners. Cleveland's probably going to have to sweep that series against Seattle this weekend to give themselves any realistic chance of staying in the playoff picture. Here in the top of the 4th inning, the Cardinals lead the Pirates 1-0, and it's going to be Reynolds leading it off for the Pirates, as we are moving right along already into the top of the 4th inning. And Gray back to work. First pitch is a strike to Reynolds. Reynolds grounded out his first time up against Gray. And the strike 1 pitch. Fouled away, and Reynolds is behind 0-2. Gray gets set to deliver the 0-2 pitch to Reynolds. Went around, strike 3, and Reynolds goes down on strikes. That's strikeout number 2 for Sonny Gray. And it'll bring up Tommy Pham. Pham is 0 for 1 tonight against Gray, and the pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Pham popped out back in the 2nd inning. Strike 1 pitch. And Pham couldn't hold up. And he's behind in the count, 0-2. Strike 2 pitch on the way to Tommy Pham. On the ground to second, easy play here. Over to first for out number 2. 2 down, and it'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. Gray at 35 pitches so far with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Gray sets and delivers to Gonzalez. Right down the middle, strike 1. Must be mascot night at the ballpark. Of course, Fred Bird, the Cardinals mascot, and I see he's joined up in the stands tonight by the St. Louis Billiken. One and one the count to Gonzalez with 2 outs here in the Pirates' 4th inning, and the base is empty. The 1-1 is at the knees for strike two. One-two pitch on the way from Gray to Gonzalez, a little low and outside, and that will even the count at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. Gray with the strikeout, and the Pirates are retired in order. 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth in St. Louis. It's still the Cardinals 1 and the Pirates nothing. Cardinals in the bottom of the fourth inning will have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Gorman, Wynn, and Sajaci. Coming up against Ludzinski, who's given up 3 hits and the 1 run through 3 innings so far, in throwing 46 pitches. Sonny Gray only at 40 pitches, and he just got through the fourth. Again, want to update you on my upcoming live streams coming up. Again, we'll be with you tomorrow night for a college football match. Well, actually, tomorrow late afternoon for a college football matchup. Boise State and South Florida will be on for a live stream on that one around 5:30 Eastern Time. And then we'll be with you for 2 college football games on Saturday on a live stream. Texas, Ohio State. I say Texas, Ohio State. I plan to be doing a live stream on Texas, Ohio State. However, that game is airing on Fox. My TV provider and Fox apparently are going through some kind of dispute, YouTube TV and Fox. If I still have Fox by Saturday, I will be on for a live stream of Texas, Ohio State. And then we'll have an FCS game coming up Saturday evening. Pretty much know what game that's going to be, but I will make the official announcement tomorrow. And then we'll be on for a live stream Sunday as well. Don't know if it's going to be the college football game between Notre Dame and Miami or if it will be the baseball game between the Braves and the Phillies. More than likely, it's going to be the Notre Dame-Miami college football game. And then we'll be also back with you Monday night for TCU and North Carolina in college football. We are going to have a pitching change here, as it's not going to be Ludzinski. It's going to be Bubba Chandler coming into the game. Made his major league debut 5 days ago. And he's coming in here in the 4th inning. It's his 2nd appearance of the season. Struck out 3 in his previous appearance and now has a 1-1 count here on Nolan Gorman. So Ludzinski pulled after 3 innings. As Chandler delivers the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, and now Gorman down a ball on 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way from Gorman to Chandler, or from Chandler to Gorman, I should say. That's in the air to center, barely having to move out there. In center field for the catches, O'Neal Cruz for out number 1. And the batter will be Mason Wynn. Wynn singled and scored the Cardinals' run back in the 2nd. And Wynn takes up and in for ball 1. One-oh pitch. Wynn fouls it back, and that will even the count, a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch. Wynn hits it in the air. Foul territory. Is there a play? There is not. Horwitz made an effort for it, but couldn't quite get to it. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes to Mason Wynn. One-two pitch on the way to Mason Wynn from Chandler. High bouncer to short. Easy play over to first for out number 2. And it will bring up Sajasi with 2 outs. Sajasi walked his first time up. Chandler delivers to Sajasi. That's lined into left field. Coming on in left field for the catch is Tommy Pham. And the Cardinals are down in order in the 4th. We're already heading to the 5th inning in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals leading the Pirates 1-0. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Pirates. McCutchen, Cruz, and Davis due up in the 5th inning against Sonny Gray. Let's give you that final line for Ledzinski in this game. He goes 3 innings. Gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He did walk 3 and struck out 4 as he threw 46 pitches. But he stands to get the loss in this one if the Pirates do not come back, and they're only down a run as we are moving right along here tonight as we head to the 5th inning. This game not even an hour old yet. A run, 3 hits so far for the Cardinals. No runs, 1 hit for the Pirates in this game. Pirates' only hit was a 2-out single in the 3rd by Kiner Falefa. And he is due up 4th here in the 5th inning. So if the Pirates get a man on, they can get Kiner Falefa up. But it will be Andrew McCutchen leading it off in the 5th inning for the Pirates. Down a run. Pirates just finishing out the slate here. The Cardinals mentioned coming in 6.5 games behind that 3rd and final wild card spot. So their playoff chances are very, very slim. As we'll see what happens in the final, what are we at, 29, 30 games left in the regular season before postseason baseball gets underway. Here we go, top of the 5th at Busch Stadium, St. Louis. And Gray delivers to McCutchen. McCutchen hits a ball in the air to right field, very shallow right field. And the first baseman there for the grab, Contreras, for out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out. And it will bring up O'Neal Cruz. Of Gray's 41 pitches thrown tonight, just 11 have been out of the strike zone. O'Neal Cruz 0 for 1 tonight as he steps up with 1 out and nobody on here in the 5th for the Pirates. He grounded out back in the 3rd inning and takes a little low here for ball 1. Cruz is the Pirates' stolen base leader, so if he can get on base, there's a good chance he's going to try to steal. 1-0 pitch is fouled away by Cruz. That'll even the count of ball and a strike. Henry Davis, the Pirates catcher, on deck. And Gray delivers the 1-1 pitch to O'Neill Cruz. Swing and a miss, and Cruz now down a ball and 2 strikes. Cruz will step back in and await Sonny Gray's 1-2 pitch. And here it comes. Downstairs, that will even the count 2-2. Gray delivers a 2-2 pitch to Cruz. Inside and low, and that will fill the count now, 3-2 on O'Neill Cruz. I believe this is the first full count of the evening that Gray has faced. And the 3-2 payoff pitch. Called strike 3. That pitch totally fooled O'Neill Cruz. That obviously not the pitch he was looking for, because that was right down the middle. 2 down in the inning, and it'll bring up Henry Davis. Davis was a strikeout victim his first time up. And Gray's pitch to Henry Davis. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Downstairs, that will even the count on Davis, a ball and a strike. Gray's 1-1 pitch. This will be pitch number 50 for Sonny Gray. Davis sends it high in the air to center field. And the shortstop Wynn is there to make the catch. And again, the Pirates retired 1-2-3. We're halfway through this one in St. Louis. Cardinals lead the Pirates 1-0. It'll be Pages, Church, and then the top of the order, Nootbaar, due up in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Cardinals, looking to add to their 1-0 lead. An update on some scores. They're heading to the 9th in Baltimore. Orioles lead the Red Sox 2-1. Again, if the Red Sox lose that game, the Yankees will overtake them for the number 1 wildcard spot in the American League. Back and forth in Toronto. Twins lead the Blue Jays 6-5. That game in the top of the 5th. Rangers answered the Angels' run in the top of the 1st with 4 in the bottom of the 1st. Rangers lead the Angels 4-1. Astros lead the Rockies 1-0. And getting underway later on, Cubs and Giants in San Francisco, and the Tigers and the A's. A's look for the sweep of the first-place Tigers in that one. Still 4-0 Mets over the Phillies. That game, top of the 7th inning. Brewers still 1-0 over the Diamondbacks, top of the 5th. White Sox have broke for a run against the Royals. White Sox lead 1-0. And, of course, this game, 1-0. Cardinals lead the Pirates, top of the 5th inning. Or bottom of the 5th inning, I should say, as it's going to be Pages leading it off. Pages drove in the Cardinal run with the RBI single back in the 2nd inning that brought in Mason Wynn. A run that, to this point in this game, has held up so far. As we head for the bottom half of inning number 5. Chandler back on the hill for the Pirates. And the first pitch, bottom 5, is a strike to Pages. 0-1 pitch from Chandler to Pages. Pages lines this one into center field for a base hit. So Pages 2 for 2, and that's the Cardinals' fourth hit tonight. And a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fifth. Will bring up Church, the number 9 hitter. Church is 0 for 1 so far. He struck out his first time up. That was against Ledzinski. And the pitch to Church hits the outside corner for strike 1. Leadoff single for the Cardinals for Pages. He's aboard at first as the Cardinals look for some insurance here. And the strike 1 pitch is a little outside. That will even the count a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. From Chandler to Church. Swing and a miss. That hit 99 on the fastball. 1-2 now the count to Church. Chandler looks in and delivers the 1-2 pitch to Church. Just missed the inside corner. On a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, it's now 2-2. Two pitch on the way to Church. On the ground, nice play by the shortstop. Throw to second, 1. They do get the lead runner. That was a heck of a play there at shortstop by Triolo. Diving stop, kept the ball from going into left field, and then was able to still throw to second to get the lead runner. That will bring us to the top of the order, Nootbaar. Nootbaar's 0 for 1. He did reach on a walk his last time up. We got a little discussion going on. It appears the discussion is quickly over. I think there was a discussion. On the throw to second, Gonzalez kind of bobbled the ball as a swing and a miss here by Nootbaar for strike 1. Manager Don Kelly came out to wonder what the call was there, but they kept it an out as they said the ball was on the transfer. And there's a strike to Nootbaar. He's behind in the count, 0-2. Here comes the strike 2 pitch to Nootbaar from Chandler, and a throw back to first. A close play, but Church does dive back. That was very close at first base. Church just able to get his hand back into the bag. 0-2 pitch to Nootbaar is a little low, and that'll make the count a ball and 2 strikes. Church a short lead from first, and the 1-2 pitch on the way to Nootbaar from Chandler. Upstairs, 2-2 now. Two pitch to Nootbaar. Inside, and Nootbaar's battled back from being down 0-2 to a full count now, 3-2. Herrera on deck for the Cardinals. He's reached base both times tonight so far. The 3-2 payoff pitch is ball 4. A great job by Nootbaar to battle back and draw a walk after being down 0-2 in the count. So 2 on here for the Cardinals with 1 out, and here is Herrera. A single and a walk for Herrera. for his 2 base appearances tonight. The Cardinals looking to add some insurance to this 1-0 fifth inning lead. And the pitch from Chandler. Herrera sends it in the air to center. That's going to be playable out there. And the catch made in center field by O'Neal Cruz for out number 2. Two down brings up Alec Burleson. Burleson is hitless in his 2 at-bats so far tonight. Steps up with 2 on and 2 outs. And the pitch. And Chandler will step off. Church, the runner at second. Newt Barr, the runner over at first base. And the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Dan Davis going out to have a word with his pitcher on the mound. And the meeting on the mound is over. And the 1-0 pitch to Burleson. Outside, now 2-0. Burleson's grounded into a double play and struck out tonight. And the 2-0 pitch. Burleson sends it sky high to center. Cruz going back just shy of the warning track makes the catch. And the Cardinals do not score. And they strand 2 in the 5th. We head to the 6th. Still the Cardinals 1 and the Pirates nothing. It'll be 9-1-2 in the Pirates order. Connor Falifa, Triolo, and Horwitz due up in the 6th. Couple of score updates for you. The Red Sox have rallied once again in Baltimore like they did on Monday night. The Red Sox have taken a 3-2 lead over the Orioles. Game's going to the bottom of the 9th. Twins have added 2 more against the Blue Jays. They now lead that game 8-5. Bottom of the 5th. Royals have tied up the White Sox 1-1. Top of the 5th on the south side of Chicago. Rangers have busted the game open against the Angels. That's now 7-1. Top of the 3rd, they've gotten underway at Dodger Stadium between the Reds and the Dodgers. 1-0 here. Cardinals lead the Pirates as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Connor Falifa will lead off the top of the 6th for the Pirates. Connor Falifa has the only hit for the Pirates so far. It's 2-out single back in the 3rd inning. As the Pirates look to rally here, still down just a run in a very, very fast-moving game tonight. First pitch to Connor Falifa here in the top of the 6th inning. We'll get underway here shortly. Now about set to go here. Gray back to work on the mound and now delivers the first pitch in the top of the 6th. Outside, ball 1. One-zero pitch. That's lined into right center field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. Connor Falifa will add a double to go along with his single, and he's got a leadoff double here in the 6th inning as the Pirates now have the tying run in scoring position. For the top of the order, Jared Triolo. Triolo 0 for 1. He has reached on a walk. An excellent chance for the Pirates to at least tie this game here in the 6th. Showing bunt and missing the bunt for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch to Triolo. Outside corner, strike 2. Triolo's down in the count, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Downstairs, nice stop back there by Pages. 1-2 now. Gray steps off momentarily before the 1-2 pitch. And back ready to go. The delivery to Triolo downstairs. They will appeal to first base umpire, but no swing. It is now a 2-2 count on Triolo. Gray looks in and delivers the 2-2 pitch to Jared Triolo. Looking Connor Falifa back to second, and that pitch misses low. Gray thought he had strike 3. It's now a full count. Three-2 payoff pitch from Gray to Triolo. Downstairs, ball 4, and the first 2 Pirates are on here in the top of the 6th. And it brings up Horwitz, the first baseman. 0 for 2 tonight. See if we see Horwitz up there to lay down a bunt here. So here we go. Gray against Horwitz. Tying run at second for the Pirates. The go-ahead run is on at first base with nobody out. Gray's pitch to Horwitz. Not showing bunt there and taking outside, ball 1. Horwitz has grounded out twice so far tonight. 1-0 pitch. Horwitz swings through that one. Ball and a strike. Gray delivers the 1-1 pitch to Horwitz. On the ground to first. The underhand throw gets away. I don't know if Gray just didn't get to the bag or just didn't get the glove out, but everybody is safe. Contreras originally was going to go to second. I think saw he didn't really have a good play there and underhanded the ball over to Gray. Gray didn't make a real big effort to get to that ball. Yeah, Gray was thinking, I think Gray was thinking that Contreras was going to go to second base there. Scored an error. So the bases are loaded with nobody out. And now a meeting on the mound between Gray and the Cardinals infield. Ample chance for the Pirates to at least tie, if not take the lead in this game. Reynolds will be the batter. Reynolds is 0 for 2 tonight. Connor Falifa standing at third. Triolo at second. Horwitz, the runner, at first. And the pitch to Reynolds. On the ground, foul, strike one. Brian Reynolds does have 3 grand slams in his career. Gray in quite the jam here in the 6th inning. And the 0-1 to Reynolds. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2 the count on Brian Reynolds. Gray could definitely use a strikeout right now. And the 0-2 pitch on the way to Reynolds. Downstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. Gray resetting on the mound and gets set to deliver the 1-2 pitch to Reynolds. Downstairs again. Nice stop by Pages. That'll even the count 2-2. Nowhere to put Reynolds. And the 2-2 offering from Gray. Hit to first. Contreras coming home. They get the out there. That's going to be all they get. So they get the force at home for the first out. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out for the Pirates. And it'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham. So Pham will try to drive in the tying run for the Pirates with now 1 out and the bases loaded. Gray's pitch. Pham takes it up the middle for a base hit. Tying run comes in. The throw comes into third. The go-ahead run crosses. A 2-run single for Tommy Pham brings in Connor Falifa and Triolo, and the Pirates take the lead here in the 6th inning. Tommy Pham getting it done. The go-ahead 2-run single. 2-1 Pirates. And here's Gonzalez. The pitch is a strike. My mistake on that last one. It was Triolo and Horwitz that came across. Gonzalez, the batter here, is fouled out and struck out. 0 for 2, and the 0-1 pitch. That's lined into right field. That's going to be caught out there. In right field, catch made by Nootbaar for out number 2. And Gray an out away from getting out of this. And Andrew McCutcheon will be the batter. McCutchen, the 7th batter of the inning for the Pirates. And the pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. Gray's pitch count has definitely risen this inning. He's now all of a sudden up to 70 pitches as he's ran into problems here in the 6th. The 1-0 pitch to McCutchen. Outside, and it's now 2-0. McCutchen's flown out and popped out in this game. First and second with 2 outs, 2 in for the Pirates. And the 2-0 pitch. McCutchen hits it foul, third base side. That'll make the count 2-1. See if this will be Gray's last inning now. He was in cruise control through the first 5. Here's the 2-1 to McCutchen. That hits the outside corner for strike 2. Two-two pitch from Gray to McCutchen. Downstairs, and that will fill the count. So the 2 runners at first and second will get a head start here. Three-two payoff pitch from Gray. Runners go. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded once again. And it will bring up O'Neal Cruz. Bases loaded and 2 outs. 2 already in for the Pirates here in the 6th as they've grabbed the lead. Cruz is 0 for 2 tonight. And the pitch from Gray. Swing and a miss. Boy, O'Neal Cruz was swinging to make it 6-1 right there. Cruz steps back in and awaits Gray's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss again. Again was swinging for the fence, and that got Pajes on the backswing. Boy, Cruz with 2 emphatic swings. Luckily for Pajes, that just got the mask. That was a hard swing from O'Neal Cruz, but he's down 0-2 here. Oh, 2 pitch on the way from Gray to Cruz. Swing and a miss, and Gray gets out of it. Pittsburgh gets 2, but it could have been worse. The Pirates leave the bases loaded, but they do take the lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates now lead the Cardinals 2-1, as it's going to be the middle third of the Cardinals order. Contreras, Gorman, and Wynn due up in the bottom of the 6th. See who the Pirates have taking the mound here as Chandler's gone the last 2, coming in on relief of Ledzinski. So Sonny Gray, all of a sudden, who was in cruise control through 5 innings, stands to get the loss now if the Cardinals cannot come back. So he's gone now 6 innings, giving up 3 hits. 2 runs, just 1 of them earned because of that error. He's walked 3 and struck out 5. He's at the 78 pitch mark through 6 innings. But now comes in trailing for the first time. Or leaves, I should say, trailing for the first time. It's gone final in Baltimore. The Red Sox another rally as they come back to beat the Orioles 3-2. So they're going to stay in that number one wild card spot, a half game ahead of the Yankees. Possibly could pick up a game on the Blue Jays in the division, as well as Minnesota leads the Blue Jays 8-5 in the bottom of the sixth. That would pull the Red Sox within 3.5 of the AL East leading Blue Jays, if that score holds. So here we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Cardinals coming up now, trailing for the first time tonight at 2-1. Cleanup hitter Wilson Contreras will lead it off. Contreras 0 for 2 on the night so far, as Chandler is back out there for his third inning of relief for the Pirates. And the first pitch, bottom six, from Chandler to Contreras, is drilled deep left field, but foul. Boy, that was a blast, but could not keep it fair. And it's just a long strike. Boy, Contreras crushed that. Just unable to keep it fair, though. Contreras has grounded out and struck out in his two previous at-bats tonight. Here's the 0-1. Contreras takes a little high. That'll even the count a ball and a strike. One pitch from Chandler to Contreras. Fouled away, and Contreras behind in the count now, 1-2. We'll run down the full baseball scoreboard for you after this half inning. 1-2 pitch from Chandler to Contreras. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Contreras goes down on strikes for the second time tonight. One out here in the bottom of the sixth, and it'll bring up Gorman. Gorman 0 for 2 tonight. As Chandler has come in and done a very good job in relief. Swing and a miss here by Gorman for strike one. Gorman struck out and flown out in his two at-bats tonight. The 0-1 pitch upstairs, a ball and a strike. Chandler looks in on Gorman and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Hit foul, and Gorman now behind in the count, 1-2. Boy, Chandler still hitting 100 miles an hour on that fastball. One-two pitch. Foul back. Gorman stays alive. Told you beginning, Cardinals come into the night 6.5 out of that final wild card spot in the National League. If they do not come back to qualify for the playoffs, they'll miss the playoffs for the third consecutive season. 2-2 pitches low, and that will fill the count, 3-2. Three-two payoff. Ball four, and Gorman draws. I'm sorry, it's 3-2. Excuse me. Mason Wynn on deck for the Cardinals. And now a 3-2 payoff pitch from Chandler to Gorman. Swing and a miss. Gorman strikes out. 2 down here in the bottom of the sixth. And here comes Wynn. Wynn is 1 for 2, singled and scored the Cardinals' run back in the second. As he comes up with the bases empty and 2 outs, and the Cardinals down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. And the pitch is fouled back for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Little high. 1-1 the count now to Mason Wynn. Chandler looks in and gets set to deliver his 40th pitch, and it's right down the middle for strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 payoff pitch. Downstairs, now 2-2. Chandler's 2-2 to Mason Wynn. Here it is. Oh, it hit him. That got away from Chandler. That gets Mason Wynn, and Wynn will reach first with 2 outs. The trainer going to go out and have a look at Wynn just to make sure he's all right. That one clearly got away from Chandler. Boy, they got Wynn right on the left side. Wynn calls off the trainer, says he's all right. And now Sajasi, and he takes strike 1. Sajasi has reached on a walk tonight. A 1 pitch. Sajasi fouls that off, and it's now behind 0-2. Tying run at first is Wynn with 2 outs. And the 0-2 pitch. Outside, a ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Grounded to short. And the throw over to first in time to retire Sajasi and retire the Cardinals in the 6th inning. We head to the 7th. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cardinals 1. Be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Davis, Connor Falifa, and then the top of the order, Triolo. In the top of the 7th for the Pirates. So if that is the end of the road for Chandler, it's been a good outing. 3 innings. Just giving up 1 hit. Walked 1 and struck out 2. And we'll see if Gray takes the mound again for the Cardinals here in the top of the 7th. Let's run down that baseball scoreboard for you. We've got a slugfest in Toronto with end of 6. Twins lead the Blue Jays 8-6. Top of the 9th at Citi Field, the Mets 6-0 over the Phillies. Mets look like they're about to close out a sweep. Diamondbacks have taken the lead in Milwaukee over the Brewers 2-1. That game in the top of the 7th. Royals have busted things open against the White Sox. Royals lead 8-1. Top of the 6th inning. The Rangers have put 10 on the board against the Angels, 10-1, and that's still only in the bottom of the 4th. Astros still lead the Rockies 1-0, bottom 5. And the Reds have put up a run in Los Angeles. They lead the Dodgers 1-0, bottom of the 3rd inning. Finals from earlier, Yankees sweep the Nationals 11-2, that final. Braves 12, Marlins 1. Braves take 2 of 3 in that series. Cleveland beats Tampa Bay 4-3 in 10. Cleveland wins 2 of 3 there. Mariners take the series over the Padres with a 4-3 win. And the Red Sox come back against the Orioles for the 2nd time in this series. That's a 3-2 Red Sox win. And coming up here in about 25 minutes in San Francisco, the Cubs and Giants. And here in about 45 minutes, the Tigers and the A's. Sonny Gray back out for the 7th inning. He cruised through the first 5, but ran into problems there in the 6th. And the first pitch to Davis in the top of the 7th is a strike. Davis 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a flyout. Strike 1 pitch is down low. That'll even the count of ball to strike. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Bounced foul, third base side. Now a ball and 2 strikes on Davis. Connor Falifa on deck. He is 2 for 2 tonight. And the pitch. Check swing. And they say went around, and the tag will be applied for the first out. That's strikeout number 6 for Sonny Gray. 1 down in the Pirates' 7th, and it'll bring up now Connor Falifa. Single and a double on the night for his 2 hits. And Gray delivers. Right down the middle, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Lined into right, and that's going to be a sliding catch out there in right field by Nootbaar for the 2nd out. Connor Falifa retired for the first time tonight. And we're back to the top of the order in Jared Triolo. Triolo's 0 for 1. He's walked twice. And he scored in that 2-run 6th for the Pirates. The pitch to Triolo, swing and a miss, strike 1. Gray's 0-1 pitch to Triolo. Bounced foul, and Triolo now in an 0-2 hole. Oh, 2 pitch from Gray to Triolo. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Triolo down, as are the Pirates. 1-2-3 in the 7th. They stretch in St. Louis. It is still the Pirates leading the Cardinals 2-1. For the Cardinals in the bottom of the 7th inning, it's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Pages, Church, and Nootbaar. Who will they be facing on the mound? is the question. So Gray, if that's the end of his night, 7 innings, just gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, just one of those earned, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. But stand if the Cardinals do not come back, Gray stands to get the hard luck loss in this one. That one bad inning for Sonny Gray, the 6th inning, and that's the difference so far, as the Pirates got both of their runs in that 6th inning. As the Cardinals have 9 outs to try and erase this 1-run deficit. Royals now 11-1 lead over the White Sox, top of the 6th, on the south side of Chicago. So bottom of the 7th coming. Chandler is going to be back out there for his 4th inning of relief. And Pages will be the leadoff batter. Pages 2 for 2 tonight. He drove in the Cardinals' run in the 2nd inning. First pitch, bottom 7 to Pages, is popped up. Shallow right field. Gonzalez making the play out there, and 1 pitch and 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. And it will bring up Church. Church is 0 for 2 tonight. And the pitch to Church is high for ball 1. One 0 pitch upstairs again. It's 2-0. Chandler's 2-0 pitch on the way to Church. A swing and a miss. 2-1. Two one. Strike 2. Now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Chandler to Church. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chandler's 3rd strikeout. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. And we're back to the top of the order in Nootbaar. Nootbaar is 0 for 1. He has walked twice. Nootbaar sends it in the air to left center. O'Neill Cruz is there, and a very quick bottom of the 7th for Chandler. We head to the 8th in St. Louis. It is still the Pirates 2 and the Cardinals 1. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 for the Pirates. Horwitz, Reynolds, and Pham due up in the top of the 8th inning. So with Sonny Gray at the 87 pitch mark through 7 innings. See if they bring him back out for the 8th. He only had that one bad inning, the 6th inning, but that's the difference in this game so far. As Gray's night has come to an end. as we are going to see a new Cardinals pitcher here in the 8th inning. It's going to be Matt Swanson on for the 29th time this year. 2-0 record, 2.28 ERA, 14 walks, and 44 strikeouts in 43 1/3 innings. So Gray is going to be on the hook for the loss if the Cardinals cannot come back in their final 6 outs tonight. And Chandler, who has been outstanding since coming in relief for Ledzinski in the 4th, would get the win if this holds. But it is just a 1-run game here in the top of the 8th inning. And it will be Horwitz leading it off for the Pirates. And the first pitch from Swanson to Horwitz is a 1-hop to shortstop. And 1 pitch and 1 out as Wynn makes the throw over to first. And Horwitz is retired, and that will bring up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds has an 0 for 3 evening going. The pitch is a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch is at the knees, strike 1. Monson delivers the 1-1 pitch to Reynolds. That's hit foul and out of play, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. One-two pitch on the way to Reynolds. Downstairs, nice stop by Pajes, 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Outside, and that fills the count, 3-2. Three-two payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. So a 1-out walk to Reynolds brings up Tommy Pham. Pham is 1 for 3. He hit the 2-run single back in the 6th inning. That's the difference in this game. And the pitch to Pham. Popped up very high in the air. Is it going to stay in play? It is not, as it's into the 3rd row. Pirates bullpen looks starting to stir down there. Isaac Matson starting to get a little bit loose in the Pirates bullpen. That's down the middle for strike 2. Pham down in the count, 0-2. 0-2 pitch to Pham. Outside and low, a ball and 2 strikes. RBIs for Pham on that 2-run single back in the 6th, number 39 and 40 for him this season. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Pham hits that one foul, right field side, and we'll do it again. Here comes another 1-2 pitch. Throw over to first. Reynolds back easily. One-two pitch. Pham hits it on the ground to short. That should be 2. Over to second, 1 on to first for a double play. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play. Ends the top of the 8th inning. We head to the bottom half of inning number 8. Still the Pirates 2 and the Cardinals 1. Cardinals will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Herrera, Burleson, and Contreras due up in the bottom of the 8th inning. As the Cardinals have 6 outs left to try and come back from this 1-run deficit. As the lines go, Pirates 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. The Cardinals 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. Both pitching staffs have been very, very good tonight. Just 7 combined hits between the two teams. As we'll see who the Pirates... Chandler's gone 4 innings in relief. We saw Matson loosening up in the bullpen. See if the Pirates end up going with Matson here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and they will. So Chandler's night complete after 4 innings, giving up just the 1 hit. Walked 1 and struck out 3. He stands to get the win if the Pirates hold on here. But Matson coming on, the 3rd Pirates pitcher tonight. Matson's numbers on the year. He's out for the 33rd time. 3-2 record, 2.06 ERA. He's walked 13 and struck out 39 in 35 innings this year. As he will face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Cardinals, Herrera, Burleson, and Contreras in the bottom of the 8th inning. As Herrera will lead off. He is 1 for 2 tonight, has one of the 4 Cardinal hits. But the Tommy Pham 2-run single in the top of the 6th inning is the difference right now as the Pirates lead this game 2-1. First pitch from Matson, bottom of the 8th, is hit into right center field. That's going to be playable out there by Reynolds. 1 pitch and 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. And here's Alec Burleson. Burleson 0 for 3 tonight. He's hit into a double play, struck out, and flown out. And the pitch. It hits the outside corner for strike 1. A 1 pitch. Burleson pops it up, shallow right field. Shortstop Triolo calls and has it for out number 2. 2 outs on 3 pitches here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And here's Wilson Contreras. Hitless in 3 at-bats tonight. And the catcher Davis going out to have a word with his pitcher. In the Pirates' ninth inning, it's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Gonzalez, McCutchen, and O'Neill Cruz. Hoping to still be up a run and a chance to add some insurance. But Matson has one more out to get here in the bottom of the 8th, and it's Wilson Contreras. Struck out twice and grounded out tonight. Contreras takes it on the inside corner for strike 1. The strike 1 pitch to Contreras. Inside, 1-1. Contreras back in the Cardinals lineup tonight after getting tossed in Monday's game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count now 1-2 on Contreras. Matson looks in and delivers the 1-2 pitch to Contreras. Contreras fouls it off to stay alive. Matson delivers another 1-2 pitch to Contreras. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Contreras. Contreras goes down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Matson retires the Cardinals in order in the 8th. We head to the 9th. Pirates lead the Cardinals 2-1. Again, it's going to be Gonzalez, McCutchen, and Cruz. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Pirates in the top of the 9th. Pitchers of record in this game, Bubba Chandler stands to get the win right now. Sonny Gray would get the hard luck loss as he had just that one bad inning in the 6th inning. As the Pirates look to add some insurance to this 1-run lead and do no worse than split this 4-game series. And also, if the Pirates hang on and win this game, they would win the season series against the Cardinals. They currently lead that 6-5 right now. Swanson only threw 12 pitches for the Cardinals in that 8th inning. Let's see if they bring him back out here for the 9th. Do a quick scoreboard check. Dodgers have come back to take the lead on the Reds. That's a 2-1 game. Bottom of the 4th inning at Dodger Stadium. Still the Twins 8, the Blue Jays 6, top of the 8th. Red Sox and Yankees both won earlier. And the Mariners, who have that 3rd wild card spot, also won against the Padres. So the Red Sox continue to have the number 1 wild card spot with the Yankees behind them and the Mariners in that final wild card spot. Svensson back out here for the 9th. And he leads off with a ball on the first pitch in the top of the 9th inning to Gonzalez, who has fouled out, struck out, and lined out. 0 for 3 on the night. 1-0 pitch is outside, caught the corner actually for strike 1, a ball and a strike. One pitch, bounce to third. Play made over to first. Low throw, but dug out there at first base by Contreras. Almost pulled him off the bag, but still able to keep a foot on. And that's the first out in the 9th. And here is Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen 0 for 2 tonight. He has reached on a walk. Looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth inning for the Cardinals, it's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Gorman, Wynn, and Sajasi. Pitch to McCutchen is at the knees for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. McCutchen swings and misses, and McCutchen in an 0-2 hole. McCutchen's 0 for 2 tonight, has dropped his season average to 240 now. The 0-2 pitch just missed the outside corner. It's now a ball and 2 strikes on McCutchen. Pitch. That's called strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 down here in the ninth, and here's O'Neal Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 3, and the first pitch to him is fouled away for strike 1. Swanson working very quickly on the mound. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That's downstairs. Ball and a strike. Swanson looks in and delivers the 1-1 pitch to O'Neal Cruz. Fouled away, and now Cruz is behind 1-2. One-two pitch to O'Neal Cruz. Downstairs, that'll even the count 2-2. Cruz steps back in. Swanson ready and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Low and inside, and that will fill the count 3-2. A full count pitch on the way to Cruz. That's ball 4, and O'Neal Cruz draws a 2-out walk. And it will bring up the Pirates catcher, Henry Davis. Davis 0 for 3, struck out twice and flown out. Cruz, definitely a stolen base threat. He's got 34 of them this year, and that pitch is fouled away for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way to Davis. And the throw back to first, and Cruz dives back in. Swanson knowing that O'Neal Cruz is a stolen base threat. Here's the pitch. Looked like it was going to be a pitch out, and Davis fouled it off. It's now 0-2. Cruz, another lead from first. The 0-2 pitch to Davis, fouled back, stays alive. Another 0-2 pitch from Swanson to Davis. Again, the throw over to first. Cruz dives back. See if Cruz will take off now. There's the pitch, and it's a little high. A ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way. Here it is. Strike 3 called. Davis called out on strikes. The Pirates are done in the 9th. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Pirates 3 outs away from the win in the season series over the Cardinals as they lead at 2-1. And it looks like we're going to see Dennis Santana come on the bottom of the 9th to try to close this out. As again, it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Cardinals. Gorman, Wynn, and Sajaci. Against what I assume is going to be Dennis Santana. Mets have completed the sweep over the Phillies 6-0. Give you a full rundown of the baseball scoreboard at the conclusion of this one. As the Pirates needing 3 more outs to close this one out. And it will be Santana coming in to pitch for the Pirates, on for the 57th time, a record of 4-5, 2.41 ERA, 12 walks and 44 strikeouts. In 56 innings, he is looking for save number 14 on the season. I'm sorry, excuse me, he's looking for save number 10 on the season. So Gorman will lead it off in the bottom of the 9th. Santana currently with 9 saves and 11 opportunities. He has the thinnest of margins here. Here's Gorman. First pitch, bottom of the 9th. Gorman hits in the air to left, barely having to move out there in left field is Tommy Pham, and he's got it for the first out in the bottom of the 9th. Here's Mason Wynn now. He's 1 for 2 in the game. A single, and he scored the lone Cardinals run back in the 2nd inning. He's also been hit by a pitch tonight. Santana's pitch to Wynn. On the inside corner, strike 1. Santana looks in on Wynn and delivers the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Wynn down in the count, 0-2. He went after a low one there. The 0-2 pitch from Santana to Wynn. Swing and a miss. And the Cardinals are down to their final out. It'll be up to Sajaci to keep it alive for the Cardinals. Sajaci 0 for 2 tonight. He has reached on a walk. And the pitch to Sajaci. Downstairs, ball 1. If Sajaci can get on, Pages is on deck. One-zero pitch. Upstairs, it's 2-0 now to Sajaci. Santana looks in and delivers the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Sajasi. Now 2-1. Santana's 2-1 pitch. Outside, it's now 3-1 on Sajasi. Do you give him the green light here with 2 outs, down by a run? 3-1 pitch. That's high for ball 4, and the tying run is on with 2 outs for the Cardinals. And Pedro Pages will be the batter. Pages is 2 for 3 tonight. He drove in the Cardinals' run back in the second. He's got 9 home runs on the season. The pitch from Santana to Pages. On the outside corner, strike 1. Pages calls time. We'll readjust the batting gloves. Now ready. The 0-1 pitch from Santana to Pages. Upstairs. That'll even the count, a ball and a strike. Pages ready, as is Santana. The 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Outside corner again, strike 2, and now the Cardinals are down to their final strike. Sajasi, the tying run at second with 2 outs in the 9th. Pages at the plate represents the winning run. And the 1-2 pitch. Lined into second base. On one hand, the throw to first, and the Pirates have won it. The Pirates have taken 2 of the first 3 over the Cardinals as they win this one 2-1 and take the season series over the Cardinals. That last ball looked like it was going to get into right field, but it was a barehanded pickup there at second base by Gonzalez to end this one. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Pirates. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals. Bubba Chandler gets the win. 1-0 on the season. Sonny Gray, the hard luck loss tonight for the Cardinals. He falls to 12-7. And Santana picks up save number 10 on the season as the Pirates improve to 59-75. Cardinals fall to 65-69. Cardinals now 7 back of that final wild card spot, in serious danger of missing the playoffs for the 3rd consecutive season. As the Pirates get the 2-1 win tonight over the Cardinals. Let's run down the baseball scoreboard for you one more time before I sign off here. Bottom of the 8th in Toronto, the Twins lead the Blue Jays 8-7. Diamondbacks 3, Brewers 2. Bottom of the 8th in Milwaukee. Royals all over the White Sox tonight, 12-1. Top of the 8th. Royals look like they're going to keep pace in that wild card race with Seattle for that final wild card spot. Rangers 12, Angels 2. Bottom of the 6th in Arlington. Still 1-0 Astros over the Rockies. Bottom of the 7th. Dodgers have taken now a 4-1 lead over the Reds. Bottom of the 5th. Giants have scored in the first against the Cubs. Giants lead that game 1-0. And about to get underway, the Tigers and the A's. Finals from earlier today. Yankees complete the sweep of the Nationals 11-2, that final. Braves all over the Marlins 12-1. Cleveland a 4-3 10-inning win over Tampa Bay. The Mariners 4-3 over the Padres. Mariners take that big series over the Padres. Red Sox come back to beat the Orioles 3-2, and the Mets get the sweep of the Phillies 6-0, the final in this one. And, of course, 2-1 tonight. Pirates beat the Cardinals, as the Pirates have won 2 of the first 3 in this series. Again, live stream schedule for you. I'm going to be back on with you tomorrow late afternoon, 5:30 Eastern time, for a college football game between Boise State and South Florida. And then we'll be back with you on Saturday for 2 more college football games. I'm hoping it's going to be Texas, Ohio State. Again, I have YouTube TV for my provider. They're going through a dispute right now with Fox, so I sure hope they get that resolved before that Texas-Ohio State game. If they do, I will be on for a live stream of that one, and then going to have an FCS game Saturday night for you. We'll have the full schedule game, what that is, tomorrow. I think I know which one it's going to be, but I'll have the official announcement tomorrow, and then we'll be back with you on Sunday as well. So a lot of live streams coming up over these next 4 days. Again, be back with you tomorrow for Boise State and South Florida. That'll be a 5:30 Eastern kickoff in that one. Back with you late tomorrow afternoon. Again, my name is John, Sports Bonanza John on YouTube. It's my YouTube handle. If you like my content, appreciate a like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot and appreciate it. And I was also on Twitch tonight at Sport Guru John. Do also have some content on Kick at Sports Kick John. Again, thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you tomorrow for a college football live stream for Boise State and South Florida. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Good night. God bless.